Hey everybody, it's Crystal B and I'm back. And I want to talk to you about a pretty exciting planetary event that's going to be, it's between May 10th and May 11th, depending on your time zone. And it has to do with Jupiter, the biggest planet of the zodiac. And when a big planet like Jupiter makes a move, we do tend to feel it, see it in our personal lives and also in the collective. Now, over the past many months, since December actually, Jupiter has been wearing his Pisces clothes. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. It's very spiritual. It's very intuitive. It's very feeling. It's a water sign. But in this May 10th into the 11th, Jupiter is going to make a big move and he's going to, go through a wardrobe switch. And he's actually going to put on his Aries clothes. And what does that mean? Well, it means that there's going to be a big energy shift out there. And when you go from a water sign, a feeler sign, into a fire sign, the energy changes. And Jupiter likes to operate in a very big way. And a lot of the fire signs have been caught up in too much feeling energy. And now with Jupiter moving into the fire sign, it's really going to, kind of pump us up and get the party started. Who are the fire signs? The fire signs are Aries, who Jupiter is now going to be trekking through, and he's going to be trekking through there for like the next approximately 7 months. So he's actually not going to go back into Pisces until the end of October. So we have a good stretch of time to be, kind of feeling this fire. But who are the fire signs? It's Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So those three signs are really going to benefit. Also, the air signs who haven't really been feeling the love, they need some universal support. They need a little bit of a lift. And who are the air signs? That's Libra, Gemini, and also Aquarius. So the thing is that Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It's pioneering. It loves to begin new things. And I think a lot of us are going to want to do new things. We're going to be feeling that push to, go out there into the great unknown and do something totally different, something to begin again. You want to out with the old and in with the new. Pisces is old, Aries is new. So that feel is going to be around us. And it's going to be around us for until the end of October, until Jupiter goes back into Pisces. Now, the only thing to just keep in mind, and there's a lot of things to keep in mind with this, is that Jupiter, he makes things big. And Aries equates, it's symbolic of a lot of things, not only pioneering, entrepreneurialism, beginning new things. Aries has a lot to do with war and items that are involving warfare. And, this could be problematic for the situation that we are involved in our world. Another thing is that Aries has a lot to do with anger. We might need to find ways to deal with our anger better. Maybe you want to find ways to release it. Aries is much more energetic than Pisces, whereas a lot of us have been stuck. There might be a physical kind of push for us to get rid of some of these emotions, which could be a good thing. And again, we're all doing, our energy release in a lot of different ways, but I think a lot of people have been dealing with a lot of suppressed anger, which has been turning into anxiety, depression, and all sorts of other kind of, symptoms that are holding us back. And with, Jupiter going into Aries, it could really give a positive push to getting that anger out or releasing it in some sort of energetic kind of way. Now, another thing to just kind of keep in mind is that as Jupiter goes into Aries, there is going to be a lot of high energy around it. Mercury is going to be stationing retrograde, and Mercury will not go forward until early June. So just kind of as you begin anew, out with the old, in with the new, just kind of know that you're going to have a few week period where it's a little bit touch and go. You might have to experiment. You might have to juggle a little bit. So don't just think, ooh, May 10th, May 11th, it's all going to be fine and dandy. That's probably not the case. We're also dealing with eclipse season. There's a lot of different factors in play, and I've made separate videos for all of them, but I just want you to just kind of keep the big picture in play, in mind. And also know that this is like a preview, right? Jupiter will preview this sign for, all the way until the end of October. And he's going to come back into Pisces and then head back into Aries. Exactly. It's actually at the very tail end of the year on December 20th. So, and there's a lot of differences that are going to happen from now until then. There's a lot of things going on at the end of the year. Now, another thing is that Aries can, take a leap into the unknown, which a lot of us need to do, but it also doesn't think about the consequences. So I think it's important as you leap out into the unknown and take on these new projects and new endeavors, you just kind of, think about what's sustainable and what's not, what's feasible and what's not, what's realistic and what's not, because Aries loves to begin, but it hates to finish. So, and as we get towards the end of the year, there's going to be a lull of energy that is really going to be making it hard for us to sustain a lot of the things that we've begun. So just kind of gauge yourself, what's realistic, what can you really handle, and what can't you? Like, just be honest with yourself about that. Also, remember that astrology is always cyclical. And the last time Jupiter goes into each sign every approximately 12 years. The last time he was in Aries, it was June 20th through September 2010. So think back to what you were doing back then. And then he went back in again January 2011 until June 2011. So think back to that period of your life that is now back again. And, we're 12 years older, we're 12 years wiser. Life has certainly changed a lot in 12 years, right? For many of us, life has changed a lot just over the last year, even the last several months. So just gauge all the factors in play. I am sending you lots of great energy with this pioneering, with all your pioneering endeavors. But I just want you to think about all the, kind of things that are in play, the big picture as you track ahead. All right. Good luck with where Jupiter and Aries takes you. I have put all the information for how this affects each of the signs in my member horoscopes. All right, everybody. Until next time. Bye.